There was a time when Fortnite's Battle Pass was praised as the key to saving free online games. Not only did Epic introduce us to a whole new game mode, sure PUBG did it first, but Fortnite did it better, but they also gave us a season-long reason to keep dropping into the map. Players got to rake in a huge variety of cosmetics while Fortnite got to make a staggering amount of money. Slap that with Epic's decision to make their game available on multiple platforms such as iOS, Android, and console, and we had a billion-dollar empire teeming with opportunity. News channels, legal departments, parents, schools, streaming platforms, everyone was rattled to their core by the sheer awesomeness of how enjoyable Fortnite and its Battle Pass were. Sure, you could play the entire season for free, but for a measly $10, you got to strap in and enjoy every single thing in the Battle Pass. When something so constructive makes its way to the online market, it usually sticks around for a decade or so, but almost 7 years down the line, we're beginning to see Fortnite's Battle Pass take its last breaths. From recycled skins to the general lack of imagination, the Battle Pass just isn't what it used to be. Are they running out of ideas? Did Fortnite spread itself too thin? Did all that money finally get to their heads? Fortnite's Chapter 1 was 100% Fortnite. No crossovers, no Marvel DC, no Star Wars, no dinosaurs, just all-around originality packed into a battle pass and an item shop that rotated every 24 hours. That was the perfect beginning for a company that wanted to make money from microtransactions. And it was being super cheap with its approach too. Just spend $10 to buy the Battle Pass and keep playing the game to bag everything up till level 100. If you reach the end of it, Fortnite gives you back your V-Bucks, and if you don't, well, you're probably addicted enough to buy the pass again anyway. In either case, Fortnite gets thousands of players grinding the pass and spending small amounts on the item shop just to spruce up their look. Every day was an opportunity to crank up your level, and Fortnite helps you out with daily missions and boosts, meaning you can come home from school, lock in with your teammates, and get that victory royale along with at least 6 to 7 battle pass levels each day. Players could also take time off from the usual run and gun and instead play soccer, golf, or drive around the map, and Epic started throwing in trendy emotes such as Orange Justice. Because Fortnite was keeping up with all the buzz of the real world, it meant players would be clamoring inside the game trying to unlock stuff that would make them look really cool. And since most of this stuff was on a timer, players would log in at least once a day to hoard up all they could get their hands on. Business was booming at Epic and the player base couldn't be happier. And when all that started to slow down, Fortnite started piggybacking on crossovers like the Marvel one right around the time Avengers Infinity War got released in theaters. It was a live event with Thanos at the helm along with his Infinity Gauntlet. The whole thing was a jacked up version of the Battle Royale where players got to play as the Purple Menace wreaking havoc across the map. Lots of new strategies had to be devised to take down the one who wielded the gauntlet, and if you were a beginner at the time, like me, you'd basically scale up to the Sweaties and enjoy taking them down with the Power Stone at your disposal. All along with the Fortnite original Carbide and Omega skins jumping into the Battle Pass, each with their own cosmetic upgrade missions. Just tons of fun for players and tons of money-making opportunities for Epic. But this is also where Fortnite shot itself in the foot. Since the first Marvel crossover was such a huge success, Epic decided to keep drip-feeding their game with future collaborations too. First, we got the Deadpool skin. No, not the 2024 pen and ink version, which is just more proof as to why Fortnite's going down. I'm talking about the first Deadpool, who made his way into the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass. This was to be a limited time skin, and while the marketing for it was great, the conception wasn't. Fortnite was slowly cutting down on their originality by pushing in other franchises like Marvel. Also, this is when reskins started popping up. Cuddlepool was a prime example of using the cute and cuddly concept to put less effort into originality. Something that's still being milked with the recently introduced Peelverine. Like, sure, I get the play on words and all, but you're just taking someone else's product and putting it on your character. And while Peelverine is part of the Chapter 5 Season 4 Battle Pass, Wolverine is not. The only way of obtaining the original character is by paying an eye-watering 2,000 V-Bucks, which gets punched up to 3,600 V-Bucks if you want the set. Personally, I don't find much reason in grinding the Battle Pass only to obtain a character who keeps reminding me that I'm playing with a ripoff. But coming back to the chronological sacred timeline, Chapter 2 Season 4 saw the folks at Epic just lose their collective head and go absolutely nuts with the Nexus War, which, to put it plainly, was everything Marvel. We had tons of characters thrown into the Battle Pass. Iron Man, Wolverine, Thor, Groot, Silver Surfer, whatever they could find to get their hands on, really. And while this was a huge win for Fortnite because everyone was loving the skins and going all in with a Marvel-themed season, Epic burned its game out when Nexus War ended and they had to go back to cooking up stuff of their own. Right after Marvel Fever, Fortnite gave us the 0 Point storyline, which wasn't so bad, all things considered. But when you've got players on a high playing Marvel stuff, and then you want them to be okay grinding the pass for man cake? Yeah, no way, Jose. And the fact that we still had Marvel characters lingering around like Ant-Man or Mandalorian from the Star Wars side meant that Fortnite wasn't confident in its stuff. Right after 0 Point, Epic decided to take on an entirely different concept and introduce Primal, which was Chapter 2 Season 6. I don't even know where to start with this one. This is the bit where we got the whole craft your weapon mechanic, and it not being available today speaks a lot about how it was received. The Battle Pass was average at best, plagued with reskins, weird emotes, and whatever the cluck this is. Okay, it's cute, I'll give it that, but the whole selling point of Primal was the storyline, and we all know nobody plays Fortnite for the story. We want the action and the items. Instead, we got Fortnite going too hard on the Primal theme with this guy. Then we got the Fortnite crew, which included the Battle Pass and lots of other goodies, including an exclusive skin. The first one, which, surprise surprise, featured Loki, and once that season ended, we never saw him again. Fortnite kept up with its Marvel drip feed, but they did shake things up a little by merging their own characters with celebrities, like the Foundation actually being voiced and modeled after Dwayne Johnson. This was cool and all, but again, the Battle Pass was a mix of crossovers, and while I'm saying this, keep in mind that Fortnite's main character is supposed to be Agent Jones, or Jonesy. Yeah, when did you once stop to think about that guy during the course of this video? And that brings me to my point. The Battle Pass started leeching off different franchises just so it could get players to purchase it. And players had started catching on to Epic's sneaky ways to drain their cash. A lot of the player base was unhappy with the lack of originality, and player count started dropping. So then we got remixes, different versions of the same character but with an upgraded look, feel, or cosmetics. Like Spider-Man, for example. I cannot begin to explain just how much our friendly neighborhood superhero has been milked by Fortnite by just throwing in different costumes to make money. Of course this worked, for a while at least. It wasn't just Spidey though, even DC characters like Batman got different versions. Whether it was Fortnite's own Batman Zero, the Batman Who Laughs, the Dark Knight version, or the Armored Batman. Then, someone at Epic had the genius idea to further break down the Battle Pass into mini timed events that had their own Battle Pass, but one that had to be purchased separately. Another tactic to make Epic earn some extra cash on the side. We had TMNT, Dragon Ball, and even Avatar timed events with their own small battle passes peppered with rewards. But at this point, it was all about throwing cash to the game to get all those cosmetic goodies. Unless, of course, you just wanted the handful of freebies. Either it was this or the item shop that had the good stuff. Battle Pass? Not so much. Fast forward to the current 2024 situation, and I think Fortnite has just spread itself too thin at this point. First, we got the merge with LEGO, Rocket Racing, and Fortnite Festival, and now these guys have decided to break up the Battle Pass for all these branches as well? You've got a Season Pass, a Collaboration Pass, a Festival Pass. It makes me dizzy just thinking about what I have to do to get my hard-earned V-Bucks back. I can't be the only one flustered at all this, right? There's no singular Battle Pass anymore. It's just different streams of missions and money expenditure that'll suck you dry if you're not careful. With the trajectory at which Epic's going, throwing out reskins, remixes, and rip-offs, I don't know how much longer the player base will put up with all this. The pros have already started raising their voices, and it's only a matter of time before everyone else does too. It's high time Epic let go of making their game cool and actually sit down to fix the internals. Even right now, Fortnite is slipstreaming off a Doctor Doom themed season, and I've had it with them using Marvel as a crutch to keep the game going. If Fortnite doesn't get its act together soon, Marvel Rivals is coming out, and I see little reason to not play that instead of what's basically become a Marvel ripoff. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.